All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, want to start off by giving all praise and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHA YAHAWASHI, BAHA QADASH. Want to give double honors to your apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all the Akim pushers worth in truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be a lesson done in spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHA YAHAWASHI, Lord willing to edify the flock of the Lord. All right, in this lesson, I want to go into the scripture here, in Baruch 3 and 8, and I want to open up with this, just to remind ourselves, man, in the spirit that, we're still this day in the land of our captivity. All right. And this land basically represents everything that stands up against the Most High, everything that the Most High hates. This society glorifies it, okay, and accepts it. And basically this country where we live in, which is known as America, which America, according to the book of Revelation, is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, because the things that are practiced here go back to Sodom, and basically the captivity that we suffer in Egypt under the hand of Pharaoh, spiritually is here in America, because this is the land of our captivity. Okay, even though 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans can accept it. Okay, but it is the point, that we're in captivity, right? And you trying to be a righteous person in a society that's geared into making you a devil, okay, can be vexing, okay? It could be oppressive, okay? Like Lot said, man, vexed with the filthiness of the conversations of the wicked, okay? And that's the sentiment that brother shared, man. Okay, oppression makes a wise man mad. All right. So let me open up with this, and this is Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord of power. And all you have to do is read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man, on the 15th verse on down, and it basically breaks down all the curses, that our people are going through right now for basically rejecting our power, playing the whore with the gods of the other nations, okay, which our Lord hates. YAHAWASHI, he is a jealous power, okay? So, that's why we find ourselves in the situation that we are, all right? And us brothers, man, trying to, fight the good fight, okay? We're going to go through things, man. We're going to sin, okay? First and foremost, I want to say that, okay? Because we in this society, we can't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the T, man. And I was just going through the book of Deuteronomy and going through some of the laws, and you really can't practice the laws like that in this society, man. Okay, I was going through the basically when adultery and things like that, those things cannot be done here in this society. Okay, so that in itself proves to us that those groups that are saying that you're saved by the law, and that make this thing of the law aren't really 100% grounded in what this truth really means, man, or what it really is. Okay, because this truth, man, it's about the grace period that we have been given right now. All right, and basically through this grace period, man, we're gonna go through a lot of things. We're gonna get to know ourselves more and more. Okay, understand what our weaknesses are, what our strengths are. This is the rehearsal, man. Okay, this is where we're like I said, we're rehearsing basically the acts that the Bible talks about that the righteous man would be doing. Okay, and I opened up with that Baruch, because you got man making a doctrine out of fringes and things of that nature, when in reality those things are not going to save you. Okay, hey, the grace that's in the Mashiach YAHAWASHI, man, that the blood of his sacrifice, that's what's gonna ultimately deliver us. Okay, but I want to get this is in Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water. Okay, and the places of drawing water represents a captivity. Okay, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now, man. We have the Pesach coming up. Hey, we can't keep the Pesach like they did in the ancient times. Okay, where they will get the sheep of the first year of a male with no blemish and things like that. We have to buy our meals, the Passover meal that we're gonna make. we have to buy it off the supermarket, man. Of course, we throw our blessing of it, and the scriptures do say that we shall eat our food defiled among the heathen, but that's another prime example on how, we're in captivity, man. We're oppressed, we're in punishment, okay? And when you're in punishment, you're not allowed to do as you please, okay? And if, if it was if it was up to us, hey, we would want to keep the law 100%. Okay, but that will make the sacrifice of YAHAWASHI void, man. Okay, because hey, through YAHAWASHI we're being, he's the mediator, man. He's the remission of sin for us. Okay, because that's the reason why the Lord could look upon us. Okay, because hey, the Lord had given us a bill of divorcement. Okay, so the YAHAWASHI going up on the cross, that was a reconciliation between the Lord and the nation of Israel. Okay, but that's why we're in that rehearsal right now. Because we want to get it right. Hey, we're seeking the masteries, like the scriptures say. Okay, so it says, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel, then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. And I say all that to say this, man. How you can't be perfect in this society, man. Okay, it's a rehearsal. So in a rehearsal, what happens in a rehearsal is the time to practice, is the time to get it wrong sometimes, so that you may see what's wrong, what you have to change, maybe you have to like in a musical, when they rehearse these musicals, there's many times that the artist may miss a note, okay? But what does he do? He goes back, looks into it, okay? And basically by the time the show is on, the main event, okay, he has it to the T, okay? And that's basically what the Lord's doing with us right now. Scriptures say that acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity, okay? So, we can, overburden ourselves when, like the scriptures say, man, the righteous man falleth 7 times, but getteth back up, okay? But the wicked, what? The wicked will fall into mischief. So it's all about getting back up, man, especially in the times that we're in, where we're going to be tested. We're going to go through, through war, okay? So, you got to have that mindset, man, that, we're in captivity even at this time, okay? So it says Ecclesiastes 7:16, and Paul said it. Actually, let's get that real quick. This is Romans 3:31. Do we make them void the law through faith? The Most High forbid. Yeah, we established the law, okay? But what we're saying, man, is that we're in the rehearsal, so you're not gonna get it 100, man. You're gonna commit mistakes, okay? Like I said, the Passover being a perfect example on how, we can't keep it 100 because we don't have farms, we don't have the means to do such a thing. Okay, so we do what? We do it to the best of our abilities and sincerity, man. And ultimately, the scriptures say that he knows the reins of the hearts. So the Lord knows that we're doing it in sincerity. Okay, but this is Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay, and you could take that in many. You could bring out a lot of the laws in the scriptures, and if you're over righteous with it, man, if you go down the street and start beating down on the alphabet people, because the scriptures say you could do it, then you find yourself in trespass, because now you have sinned against Esau's society, the law system that he has established here. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up in jail. The scriptures say, be harmless as dove, but wise as snakes. All right, well, wise as snakes and harmless as doves, should I say. All right, so actually, let's get there. This is right here. This is 1 Corinthians 16:12. 6 and 12, Salakia. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. You see? So even though, technically in the eyes of the Lord, you're not committing sin, it's not a wise thing to do. It's not expedient. All right? Matter of fact, let's get that word expedient real quick.
Strong's G 4851. Sumfero. Sumfero.
So right here, this is a good one. To help be profitable, be expedient. So, it's not profitable for us to, do certain of the things that the law says to do, man. Like, i.e., stoning people for committing certain acts that the law, says are not lawful, man. Okay? And many other things, man, many other things. But those are the very clear signs. All right? But it says right here, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? And you could take this in many other aspects, man, on your day-to-day walk. Okay? Of course, you got to trim your beard and things like that when you're at the plantation, when you're out and about. Okay? But, of course, maintaining your beard. You know what I'm saying? But there's many things, man, that go into play when you go into the scriptures, especially us being in captivity. Because sometimes the things you want to do, you find yourself not doing them, man. Paul said it best, which we're gonna grab. Okay, so it's best, to keep it, simple, man. Do what you can do in sincerity and truth, man. Don't try to go overboard. All right, brothers always taught us this, man. Keep it simple. Okay. This is Romans 7:15. Well, yeah, I'll get it here. So this is Romans 7 and let me reload it. Romans 7:14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Okay, and Paul is describing himself, man. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that I do not. Okay, but what I hate, that do I. So that's the things you're gonna go through in this society, man. Sometimes, hey, you'll be at work thinking, oh, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna study, and then you get home, man, and you're so damn tired, you try to study, and then you find yourself falling asleep while you're studying. So those are the things that we have to battle in this truth, man. The tiredness, the unbalance that this society is, where you have to balance work, family, your job, and the priority being this truth, man. So everything has to revolve around this truth in balance, and it takes time to get that perfect, a balanced situation going, man. Okay. But to try or never, through getting back up and keep fighting, you will accomplish it, man. Lord willing, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, hey, like the apostles say, it becomes second nature after a certain period of time. All right. So it says, if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. All right. So it says, now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Because, hey, we're vile, man. These bodies that we have, for many years, they committed acts of abominations. Okay, so, now being in this truth, this old man that's there, wants to come up, but the new man tells him, hell no. And that's that constant fight, the spirit warreth with the flesh. Okay, they're contrary one to the other, man. So it says, now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. Because we all want to do the good, man. We all want to be perfect in the law. None of us want to go off. But, you find yourself sometimes going off, man. You may forget to turn a candle on the Sabbath, or you might have turned on the stove accidentally for a minute, and then you catch yourself that it's the Sabbath, man. Okay, so things like that, man. And we're in the Sabbath, okay, and we certain brothers have to work during the Sabbath, so on all levels, man. We need YAHAWASHI, okay. We can't save ourselves. This is not of ourselves that we, by the law, keeping it 100, we're going to make it out of here, man. It's futile. Okay? So it says, for I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. Now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find then a law, that when I would do good, evil is present with me. But I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of death? So, and that's why the law, we always say, you're not going to be able to keep it 100, but we keep the law to the best of our abilities, man. Hey, there's laws in the law, statutes, and commandments, that are easily being, how would I say? You could easily keep in this society, man. Your beard, not getting lineups, not getting tattoos, okay? Not committing adultery, not eating these defiled foods, okay? Keeping the Sabbath holy, keeping the high holy days and things like that, man. If it's in our power to be able to do these things, so that's why we do it. But there's laws, like I said, that it's impossible for us to keep in this society because, we will be thrown in jail. We will be, it's just not wise. It's not a good look. Okay. You got to be wise like I said, wise as snakes, harmless as doves. We have to be like that, especially in the times that we're approaching because, hey, it's getting more and more real every day. Okay. But with all that, I say this right here in Ecclesiasticus 17:25, return unto the Lord YAHAWAH, BAHA YAHAWASHI, and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less, man. And that's what this walk is all about. Offending less, becoming more mature in the spirit, understanding more, becoming a better example for brothers as well. For brothers in your camp, for brothers all around the world that are watching. Okay. We have to be an example, and you can only do that by presenting thy body as a living sacrifice and just giving it your all, man, making that calling and election sure. All right. So I'll run it one more time. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. All right. So, this is a constant fight. There's no way else to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. And the fight hurts, man. You're gonna go through some bruises, some scratches. Some purple eyes, some a little cracked rib now and there. Okay, but all that heals, man. If you allow yourself to heal, okay, and allow yourself to keep getting back up and keep fighting and keep praying to Yahweh. We just read the scripture. Return unto Yahweh, forsake thy sins, make thy prayer before his face, and offend less. It's a simple thing. All right. So I'll close out with this. This is Matthew, Galatians 5:16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of that which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. We all have to put these things to practice, man. We're coming to those times where, we want to possess these characteristics, man. We don't want to be like this because, these are spirits, these are demons, man, that jump on you to cause you to act in that particular way. We want the blessings, man. We want the good blessings of Yahawah, man. But that is right here, meekness, temperance, against such there is no law. And they that are Yamashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. So yeah, that was a lot. And it's a good thing. Like the brother, one of the brothers from the camp, the beloved brother Kasahi, told us, hey, we'll go through these words, and see what these words go into, man. Because hey, you read it, yeah, but once you really go into them, you start understanding what all these things mean. Okay. So, we're in those times, man. We're rehearsing the righteous acts. We're learning how to be brotherly. We're learning how to be men. We're learning how to be men of the Lord, should I say. Okay, because like the apostles always say, hey, you got to learn how to be a man before you can learn how to be a man of the Lord. All right. But, that's what we're learning here, man. We're learning how to be a righteous person in a very wicked society. We have to remember that we're in a worst case scenario, so you can't be too over righteous. It's being balanced, because you of course you're not going to be over wicked much either, you know what I'm saying? But it's that balance, because we're already in hell. Don't add more hell to your walk, like brothers always told me. All right, so with that, I pray the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, BAHA YAHAWASHI, BAHA QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all the Akim pushers worth of truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom.